Yeah, actually, I don't fit in terribly well with this whole thing of the show. Yeah, it's just I bumped into the producer at one of my regular wine tasting against the Nazi parties, and he said he was like doing this series, it's featuring the best of the alternative comedians on the circuit, and they had a few refusals, and would I come along? And it was very laid back, alternative, late night kind of show, and I thought, yes, no money then. And he said don't worry about the money. He said, because like the LWT have got this new policy that it's run like a sort of cooperative really now, and like everybody gets the same money at LWT, right from the managing director at the top to the performers at the bottom, and everyone gets the same money. So same money, different amounts, of course. So he said, look, we'll come along, and what they like is sort of a bit of political humour, and I had to explain that actually I'm not interested in politics myself. I'm a bit of a political vegetable, really, rather than an animal. A bit of a political courgette. I've never understood politics. I mean, I don't I'm not interested in it. In fact, I'm a liberal. Genuinely, I've always thought the Liberal Party haven't been given the credit they deserve over the years. Like, they were the first to advocate that we in this country joined our economic performance with such industrial giants as Germany on the continent of Europe. I mean, not a popular policy in 1943, but nor now, I'll come to that, but they were the first to advocate. Now, some people do think, Liberal Party, they're always like sitting on the fence and everything. That's not true. I mean, we do get into the middle of the road occasionally. So, and I was very upset to see we didn't do so terribly well in the last election. And that's mainly because the whole electoral system is biased against the Liberals, because the way it's run at the moment, like the person who gets the most votes goes to Parliament, which, that's just so biased against them. Well, I'm sure we've got a great future. I'm sure we've got a great future ahead of us, teaming up with the gang of two. But does anyone here come from Islington at all? Because that's where I live. I don't know. Where do you come from, chap in that sort of jacket that... You come from Hackney? Oh, that's just where I don't want to live. Yes, gentleman with the beard with the 18 plus on your T-shirt. Where do you come? What does that 18 plus mean? Is that your waist measurement? Can't be, can it? But where do you come from?
Wood Green.
Wood Green. Yeah, that's not an awfully wood green accent you've got. So more like
a civilised accent.
Oh right, Welsh like. Yeah. No, I'm Scottish myself. It's a Scottish accent, isn't it? Yes, I come from a long line. It's not. Where do you come from?
Pardon?
You come from Pardon. That's what. Pardon on Tweed or what? You're very shy in this audience. Whereabouts is Pardon? Which county is that?
Ayrshire.
Oh, Ayrshire. It's a lovely village, Pardon. Yes, lovely. I've been through it. It's lovely. They're going to put a motorway there, aren't they? Anyway, as I was explaining, what I'm supposed to be doing is like sort of political humour, and remember I was explaining that, and so what I thought I'd do is a small piece as like a Conservative Party politician. I don't know, does anybody here vote Conservative at all? Oh. We don't normally get you on the alternative circuit. I must have. Well, you actually put the cross in the box there for no publicity on the election form there. Okay, well, I'm going to do this piece as a Conservative Party policy. I don't want to think that I've forgotten the Labour Party at all. I couldn't do. I mean, the electorate has. But you see, this programme is being recorded now, and it's going to go out later. So no point in making remarks about current controversies in the Labour Party, about the leadership crisis or anything like that, because you make a reference to the current leader, and we completely waste it when it goes, and no one will remember who Clement Attlee was. So I'm going to do this piece as a Conservative Party politician, and I thought that I'd try and get a suitable, up-to-date voice, and I was going to do it as Norman Tebbit, but I couldn't get that sort of degree of compassion and concern in the end. So I kind of abandoned that. So what I thought I'd do is do the voice as like a sort of home counties Conservative person. Anybody of the Conservative voters, do you come from the home counties? You all come from Pardon, obviously. Well, the sort of voice that I thought I'd attempt, I had to do a bit of research on this, because obviously my voice would be no good at all. So what I thought I'd do is, the sort of person, to get the voice right, they never use the word yes at all. If they want to say something in the affirmative, they don't say yes, they say ears. As you at the golf club, oh, ears. Well, there's auditory organs on the side of your head, ears. And also cutting out the letter R. The letter R never, so very becomes ve. As one syllable, cheerio becomes one syllable, chair. But the voice like Roy Jenkins had as well, oddly enough, though he's obviously not that conservative. It didn't do him any good, obviously, because with the electorate, people, they don't relate to that sort of voice. You can bend over backwards to try and please people, but if you can't get your tongue around your arse, it's just not going to work. So anyway, bear that in mind. That's the sort of voice I'm going to be attempting to use playing this Conservative Party politician. Now, you may think that we in the Tory party talk a load of nonsense, but that just isn't so. Take me, for example. I voted Conservative for 300 years. I vote for them every time there's an election, and sometimes when there isn't. Because I believe in standing up for my principles. I fought and died in 2 world wars. I fought and died for the likes of your great-great-grandchildren. And what gratitude have they shown? None. These people just shrug their shoulders and say, it's nothing to do with us, we haven't been born yet. But what about the trade unions? Now, we in the Conservative Party have made it absolutely plain that we want cooperation with the unions. They play ball with us, we'll scratch theirs. But it's no good these people standing around their backsides, twiddling their thumbs, sitting on their hands. They've got to pull their finger out and show us what they're made of. Because you may think these days of punk rockers. So somebody's woken up. Are nice to meet you. Are you laughing at the first joke? Have I got to start again if you like? Because I'm hoping a few people may catch up with you. Sorry. Yes, it does. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Great. Yeah. We don't really like story. You're just in the audience. Just keep the hysterical laughter. That's fine. Yeah. Where was I? Anybody concentrating what I was doing? Because I've forgotten. I'll have to start at the beginning again. No, see, I'm not really on this alternative surgery. No, I don't know. Well, oh yes. Now you may think. Well, you probably don't, but you may think these days. God, what's happening here? I'm melting in front under the lights, but you may think these days of punk rockers, Mott the Hoople and the Twist, you may think that it's old-fashioned to use words like prithee, durst thine fardels tarry. But only the other day, a little old woman came up to me. She must have been 90 if she was a day. But she was 90, not a day, obviously. She was an old woman, anyway. She came up to me, and she begged me to make Britain more like it was when she was a girl. So, with a tear in my eye, I took her pension book away from her, shoved her grandson up my chimney, and I gave her threepence farthing to do a week's washing. I think she died a happier woman later on that day. But when one thinks of Britain in the past, the present, and indeed the pluperfect, I'm reminded of something my old Latin master used to say. Is that you can only take from life, he'd say, you can only take from life, tend to repeat himself, you can only take from, well, so do I, you can only take from life, he said it in different ways as well, he said it in Latin as well, but I don't remember that, he wasn't really a Latin master, I just made that up, he's a geography teacher, but, let's say I'm making it all up, it's all right. I didn't do geography. You can only take... dear. You can only... I must stop interrupting myself. I'll leave bits out, because, my memory's not what it was. At least I don't think so. I can't actually recall how you can only take from... I used to go on a bit. You can only take from... The punchline is... You can only take from life what your grandfather put in on a family trust. And I think... I told you. And I think... No, please. Nobody. All right. Now, I'm just relaxing into this now. I'll start again. I'm not really into this, I'm an alternative comedian. Yes, now you may be asking yourself, why am I telling you this today? I'll tell you why. Because I told you all tomorrow, you'd have heard it all before. So from me and the Tory party, good night, and good night.